Hey everybody, welcome back to our blog series on power development. If you remember last time we just talked about that total body power. We used med balls, we did a bunch of med ball throws. Main purpose of that was just working on that force transfer through the body. So keep in mind that it's always the whole body. I mean, even though we're going to talk about upper body power today, using med balls again, the lower body and the core and torso are just as involved as my shoulders, arms, chest, lats, whatever else we're using. Because this lower half and this torso is designed to stabilize the ground and keep my body in a nice solid position so I can produce power effectively. If I'm not in that position, then my power will suffer. And we'll see it pretty evident right here when we do a couple of tests with the med ball and a couple of exercises. We'll see the difference in that. So just always keep in mind, it's not always just upper body. When we're athletes, we train the body as a whole functional unit, right? Everything works together. We're not just focusing on one body part or one area of the body. Everything works together, even though this isn't quite total body power, okay? So Matt's gonna come in with us over here. We're gonna use this skinny little section of the wall out here. So he's gonna start with an overhead toss against the wall, all right? So we'll look at it and you'll think shoulders, you'll think lats, you'll think all that stuff. Like I said, this lower half and middle section is working just as much as the upper body. So we want a nice stable position here, his butt's back, he's gripping the ground with the toes. We want stability, so when he hits the wall, we want to make sure he's not rocking back and forth. That's going to be my first indication that he's not stable through here if he's rocking back and forth. So on camera, you should be able to see his feet and you can judge if he's rocking back and forth, okay? So he's going to start with the ball over his head, pretty straight elbows, a little bend is fine. We want this whole med ball throw to come from his shoulders right through here. Chances are most people are pretty tight to the chest. So when you ask them to do overhead motions, they're so tight to the shoulders and chest that they'll use that elbow to do the motion. We want to initiate the shoulder right here, okay? So as he goes back over his head, he's going to feel a sweet stretch through here. This is sucked in tight, right? He's avoiding overextension. Like this is as much as we should see with him, no more than that. He's going to go over his head. He's going to hit the wall with power, and nothing's going to move down through here, okay? So belly button tight, and go! Hits the wall, comes back over his head, get a little more stretch. I want a little more shoulder, a little less elbow on this throw out of him. Go! Good, better, let's do one more. Really grip the ground with the feet, elbow straight, get that stretch, initiate from the shoulder. Go! And hammer the wall, okay. So that's just working on its ability to accelerate the ball into the wall. Kind of like we do with some plyo work, where I'm just one at a time accelerating. But now we want to add counter movement to it. Because when I add the counter movement, we'll probably see a lot of things probably crumble with most athletes. They'll want to bend at the elbows more because they have a hard time getting that stretch through here. They'll also want to extend because they have a hard time squeezing, contracting through here. They're used to putting the lumbar spine because they're an overextension athlete. So when he does a counter movement, he'll start against the wall, he'll go back and hit the wall. As he adds that counter movement, this will want to arch with most athletes, especially with him because he's an overextension athlete, right? So he's going to want to arch. We're going to want to prevent against that arch. So we're going to watch his lumbar spine as he goes back. I don't want to arch, I want to keep this tight. And then also we'll watch his feet. As we add the counter movement to it, he'll want to rock back and forth. We don't want that because we want stability. Hopefully that all makes sense, okay? So we'll start with the ball against the wall. On my go, he's going to go back and hit the wall. So start there. Once he gets tight through here, reducing extension, gripping the ground with the feet. We want to initiate the shoulders, and go. Go, we saw a little bit here, right? So he's going to work harder on no extension now this time. Go. Better, good, and then grip the ground. We saw him almost lose balance down here. Grip the ground with the big toes. We'll do one more. Go. Good, better. Okay, so now Matt's going to go ahead and just cheat and show us this extension. What will it look like if he's really just letting it extend? Okay, so on my go, he'll do it with a lot of extension. Go. Go, we see that lumbar spine. Great. See that lumbar spine really arch, right? Core shut off. He's using his low back to generate force. But we want the force to be generated from here, not that low back, right? We saw it. He'll do one more with no stability down here. So he'll drop down. He looks great. He looks stable. Wait and see. Go. Good. We see his feet move. We heard his feet move. His toes came off the ground. We'll do one more. Go. Okay, good. So he's using his lower body to generate force into the wall. A lot of times we'll see the toes or heels come off. So as a coach, I watch toes, I watch heels, they come off. I know they're not gripping the ground. Even though they look good, they're not gripping the ground. One more thing, let's say he's super tight through the anterior capsule, through his shoulders and chest, and we ask him to do this motion. He's so tight that he just simply hammers it with his triceps. Go ahead and show us that. Just triceps here, just elbow, sorry, and go. Good, do another one, go. A lot less power is generated from that because we're not getting this stretch through here. We're also not engaging through the core section, okay? That's an overhead toss. Usually when doing that, when we train athletes, we're like 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. we mix it up, doing some where they're in that non-counter acceleration position, and then do a couple that are adding counter movement into it, okay? So one more exercise, we'll talk about a chest pass. He'll scoot back a little bit now, and he's gonna punch into the wall. I'll scoot over here so you can see the throw. But same kind of idea, right? You should be gripping the ground with the feet. I don't wanna see his toes or heels come off. I wanna avoid extension, right? He's gonna have it right underneath his chin. He's gonna work on accelerating it into the wall again, like we just talked about. So on my go, he's gonna try to punch a hole in the wall. Watch his body. We should see no movement going through the body. And go, punch. Good. He's gonna do another one real quick. Go. Excellent. So now, go ahead and show us a counter movement. Matt will have the arms out in front. Once again, he adds the counter movement. The body's gonna wanna rotate and rock. We wanna minimize that. Ready? Arms long. Go. Good. We saw a little bit of movement through the hips right here. He's gonna try to reduce it even more by really grabbing the ground and trying to pull that turf apart. Ready? Arms straight. Go. Good. Let's do one more. Hard as you can throw it now, because I want him to throw it hard. Remember, it's power. Arms straight. Grip the ground. Go. Good. Now go ahead and show us, Matt. Don't grab the ground with the toes. Go ahead and just let those toes and heels come off the ground. We'll see him rock down through here. Watch his feet. Arms straight. Go. Good. Let me see a lot. Let's do one more. Arms straight. Go. Good. It's tough for him to do it wrong because he does things so well, right? Awesome. Thank you, Matt. So that's just a couple exercises like we talked about to work on that upper body power. Remember, it's not always just upper body. Everything else is being used. Lower body, gripping the ground for stability. Core tight to make sure I don't go to overextension, right? Tweak the low back, and then make sure I can generate more force. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.